So I saw this interesting, I guess, nightmare dating story. So let's check it out.
As well. Yeah. So I hope this was really worth it to you. You really wasted my time and my energy today.
I hope you have a better day.
Oh, well, I was having a great day until you showed up and decided to waste my time.
Do you mind if I close my door?
I don't mind, ugly fuck.
So, yeah, I'm done dating. So last week, I saw this girl on Mutual. That's the Mormon dating app, and I'm on there because, like, you know, I'd like to be with somebody with similar values, and you know, used to be maybe in the church, and so they know where I'm coming from, and I'm very upfront about like that I'm not active and all that. So anyways, I see this girl, very gorgeous. She's got like her business information and her phone numbers on her profile, and she does like teeth whitening and esthetician stuff. So I texted her and I was like, hey, I don't know if you knew, but your phone number's in one of your photos on your dating profile. And then what did I say? I said, maybe it's intentional. I'm very interested in you, so I was thinking if you're game, I could pay you to whiten my teeth, and then if you were attracted to me and we hit it off, I could ask you out on a date. So I sent that on Wednesday. Thursday night, she texts me and she says, I'm getting evicted and I have $2,000 of rent to pay. And she put the dollar sign after, so I'm like, oh, I'm getting scammed. That's a fake.
So when you text a woman, I want to, like, this is a story I've been through. You text a woman, like, from a dating app. You're talking to her. You know, you're trying to get to know her and stuff, and then she texts you her financial problem. It's not even a hi, how you doing? Oh, let me talk to you. Let me get to know you. No, it's practically either the first text or the first few texts is like my problem, my financial problem. It's like, what do you want me to do with that? What do you want me to do with that information? Because I I went through this exactly. Okay, this girl I just met at a comic convention, right? And I was like, oh, you know what? She seems nice, so boom. I talked to her, try to get her number. Well, I got her Instagram. Okay, so it's like, yeah, talking to her and stuff. And then she says, oh, I have this money problem. I have this problem. Or I have this. I was like, I mean, that's terrible. But I don't know. I'm trying to get to know you, not your problems in life. So what would you want me to do with this information? I mean, I feel bad, but it's like, are you trying to infer for me to help you with your problems? Because again, I don't know you, and now you're already trying to get me to pay your rent, pay your bill, pay your whatever. It's like you barely said hello to me. I mean, you don't even know my first name, or you don't even know my last name. You don't even know my favorite color, and you're already telling me to, oh, you need help with your bills. I'm like, what? And this is like, here's the story. I'm telling you one story. This man is telling you stories, and I guarantee you, this is happening with other men. This is the dating environment. This is the dating scene for men, right? Instead of you wanting to get to know the man, you are telling him your adult problems. Adult problems. We all have to pay our bills, okay? You are telling him your adult problems practically out the gate. You don't even know this man for an extended period of time. He just texted her. For me, same thing. I just text her. Within the first few lines of text, boom, her financial problems. It's like, seriously? Is this how you're gonna go about it? It's like because like on one side, like you think about, okay, that's sad, that's terrible that you're going through this, financial problem. Well, I don't know what to say about it. You pretty much just told me something that I don't know what to say, right? Should I just ignore it and move on because that sounds terrible? Or are you trying to get me to help help you financially with this thing where I don't know you about. It's like that is the shittiness that men are going through. Okay? You don't know this man. And you're already expecting or hoping he'll help you financially. It's like this is the thing where women seem to not understand. Yes, women go through shit, but men go through shit as well, and they go through a lot of shit. Okay, and it's like it's just, and you know what the thing is like, it's like constantly wanting to be used.
Profile, that's a red flag. So I like looked her up a little bit, and then I was like, oh no, it's like a legit business. This is her number. And so I just sent her a really nice text, like, I know things are tough for a lot of people right now. I hope things look up for you. Like, if you end up getting evicted, let me know. I'll help you move your stuff out. Didn't hear back from her. And then today, like, right as I was getting off drill, she's like, I charge $199 for teeth whitening. Would you like to do it today? And I was like, oh, I'm about to get off work. That could work for me. So, I texted her.
Doing this teeth whitening scam or a side hustle is ridiculous. It's okay. But here's the thing, right? He ignored that red flag. And here's the thing, it's yes, we usually ignore the first few red flags. Because no one's perfect. I understand that. But this whole pretty much asking for money thing right out the gate, I've come to learn it's a red flag that you just can't ignore. Because they're just using you. Right? I don't know, I can't think of other red flags, but the whole pretty much asking for money in a sly way, inferring that they need money from you. It's a red flag that I've learned that men should not ignore.
I was just like, oh, I'll be in uniform. Is there a place where I could change clothes? Because I don't really want to do it in my uniform, blah, blah. And then, so she sends me the address. And then she's like, it's downtown, so there's only street parking available. And I was like, okay. So at 4:41, I said, sounds good. We just got released, so I can be there in like 25 or 30 minutes. And so she sends me like some directions of how to get there. So at 5:10, what did I tell you? I said 25 to 30 minutes at 4:41. So 5:10, so 31 minutes. I was 1 minute late. I was like just trying to find a spot. And I called her because like there's only a couple spots out in front of her, whatever she rents there. And so I was like around the corner. I called her. I was like, hey, to see if one would open up. So, and then I texted her. I was like, hey, will you just see if one of those spots is opened up? And she texted me back. She says, yeah, I have something else to do after this. There's plenty of street parking. I don't know what kind of games you're playing. So now I'm like, oh, I must be in the wrong spot from what she's talking about. So I park my car where I'm not supposed to be parked in front of her thing. It says permit only. And I walk in and I'm like, hey, I must be confused because I don't see any spots open on the street to park in. And she's like, I told you could park over at the Megaplex with like all this attitude. And I was just like, okay, I'm gonna pass. And so I turn around and I start walking out the door. And this must not have been her first rodeo because immediately she starts filming. And she chases me out the door. I'm not kidding. She chases me out the door. She runs over to my car, This is
the thing, right? I'm sorry. I mean, I get what he's trying to do. He was trying to, help her with her business and then maybe get a way in to break the ice. But I'm sorry, it's not a date. So when it comes to, don't mix business with pleasure in a way, okay? I get it, right? You're trying to break the ice, help her out, and trying to, kill two birds with one stone, all this stuff. But it's just not worth it. It's really not worth it because, again, when it comes to women, money, and all this thing, it's just not worth it. Because again, he went out and is like, he should already, if you were on a dating site or whatever, you should have said, does she want to get to know you? Does she even attracted to you? Does she even want to get, because she said, oh, I'm busy, I'm gonna do something afterwards. It's like, okay, I mean, what am I'm not really looking to whiten my teeth. I'm just trying to break the ice, get to know you, and see what happens. I'm just doing this just to start that process. So really, the whitening of teeth is not the what he wanted, or what was the purpose. It was getting to know her, breaking the ice and seeing if she want to get to know him. You could just skip all that and just talk through it through the online dating part. So
She's like taking pictures of my plates. She's like, I'm gonna call the cops and I'm gonna tell them that because I told you there's $100 cancellation fee. I'm like in shock because I'm like, what is going on right now? So I'm like, okay, yeah, you can call the cops. Here's my ID, because she's like taking pictures of my license plate. I'm like, here, I'll make it easier for you. Here's my ID. You can take a picture of that and you can tell the cops this is who I am and they can look me up. And she's just like, I told you there's $100 cancellation fee. And I'm thinking in my head, I didn't really want to get my teeth whitened in the first place. I was just trying to get my foot in the door for a nice date with a beautiful woman. And so she's like standing in the way of my door, so I can't shut it without touching her. And I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna fall for that.
And I'll show you the picture. She's decent looking. She's not bad. White blonde girl, not terrible, but you can see the psychotic in her eyes.
So I'm like, hey, can I close my door? And anyways, so I'm closing my door and she's like, you ugly fuck. I'm just like, okay, I'm getting out of here. So then she starts texting me and she's like, just let it go. So she sends me $100 request on Cash App. She says, what does she say? She says, I'll be letting them know probably letting me know. I'll be letting you know you're basically blacklisted to all women in Utah now. I texted back, I think I'll be okay, with a smiley face. And then she texts me and she says, I should be charging you the full price, the full $199 for wasting my time, but you can go on ahead and pay the $100 cancellation fee so that this doesn't have to get escalated any further and we can just go about our day and leave each other alone. And I don't respond. Then she sends me a link to a TikTok video that she's prepped. And she's like, you can pay the cancellation fee or this TikTok video can go viral after I share it to multiple Facebook groups and my Instagram with 140,000 followers.
It's like, this is the thing with women. It's like, this is what I'm saying, right? The dangers of social media when it comes to women. They use it for validation. They use it to support their delusion. Right? They use it to support their hypocrisies and insanities. It's like, oh, I'm going to get you canceled. This is the thing where I've seen it plenty of times. Women are using social media as their guard dog, as their hitman, as their attack squad. It's like, this is the ridiculous of it. It's like, this is why it's tiring. And this is the woman that's like, yes, I can see the nightmare, right? And this is the thing where you get fooled by a pretty face, but that's why it's just better off to he should have tried to get to know her online, and that's it, right? See what type of personality she has online. Shouldn't have talked about her business or trying to get an appointment.
And at this point I'm driving, so I'm just not even engaging, and this whole time she's calling me. I'm like, I'm not answering the phone. She's psycho. I don't know what kind of mental health medication she's on, but it ain't working for her. She needs to find something else. And then she says, I don't understand why you offered to pay for teeth whitening just to waste my time. I know I should have charged you the full appointment up front like I do with all my other clients before allowing you to come waste all my time and energy. If you're a man at all, you would pay the cancellation fee for wasting my time. I did absolutely nothing wrong and I did nothing for you to treat me that way, and I don't deserve my time and energy to be wasted that you did that. And then she texts me a couple minutes later and she says, sounds like you have a business to frostbite food, so I'm gonna make sure that business does not go well for you. What she doesn't understand is that I have nothing to lose. And I probably need that $100 worse than she does right now. So.
And all publicity is good publicity.
Yeah. Frost my boots. So, oh my gosh. And she's like, I'm gonna blacklist you on all the dating groups. I'm like, girl, I'm done dating, so go right ahead. I'm out.
And that's the thing, right? That's the nightmare a lot of men happen. That happens to a lot of men, where now they get turned off by dating. Okay. He was trying to go above him as like paying $200 when he didn't really want his teeth whitening. He didn't care about that, but he was doing it, one, to help her, and two, to get to know her, and three, to maybe see if she would be interested in him. It's like, again, he's going above and beyond to see if she would be interested in him. And it's like, and that's why like a lot of men, they see that, oh, let me put in the effort to see if she's interested in him, yet she usually just shits on him, right? Usually just like, treats the man terribly, right? Ignores him, put low effort. That's why a lot of men are they're turned off by dating, right? Because again, yes, men know that they didn't put in effort, but it's like, what for? Let me put on this effort to do what? To be ghosted, to be ignored, to be put down, to be treated terribly, why?
I'm gonna be a passport bro. I'm gonna go find me a nice young Brazilian lady to marry, or you guys can arrange me.
That's the thing, right? People always think that passport bros are like the shittiest men or whatever. No, they're not. They are average, good men. At least I personally believe they are, right? Or I personally believe the majority of them are. Of course, there are terrible men in everything. There's terrible people in everything and anything. But I believe the majority of them they want a relationship. They want someone that would love them, that want to be with them, right? That wants to be with them. That wouldn't make their life hard. That wouldn't make the dating process hard.
Marriage, but I am so done. Like, oh my goodness. So, yeah, that's how my afternoon went. But I'm gonna be all over the internet in my uniform. I'm sure they're gonna love that. And I should have just hurried and changed before I left. But I was also like, oh, I think I'm cute in my uniform. Bro. Stupid, stupid. So yeah. Anyways,
Oh my heck.
I think I met somebody possessed today. Like, I told her, oh, here's another text from me. Promote your small business, Utah. She's posted me on a Facebook page. His name is DJ Searcy. He apparently owns a business as well called Frostfight. He knew I was struggling financially. Booked me at my place of business on a Sunday just to waste my time. Oh, girl, that's not quite what happened, but...
Oh, dear.
Anyways, I need to just block her number. So, how did your guys' afternoon go?
That's the thing that's a sad thing, right? That is sad. And that's the thing where that's only the tip of the iceberg of the shittiness that men go through in the dating scene. I have plenty of stories of women, crazy ass women too. So I've been there, I've done that. Where I'm also. It's like my main focus has not been women in a little bit, because I'm also been drained. Right, I'm drained. I'm tired. That's why I feel for, like, he looks like a good guy, right? He looks like a decent man. So that's why I feel for men like this, right? They are trying to be decent, nice guys. And this is how they're treated, right? And it's like, this is the thing, right? She's financially struggling. Well, how about it's smart enough where, you know what? You get with a man where now you can support each other, where she has support. right? This is the thing where I get it. It's such a trendy thing or such a great thing to get with rich men, men that make six figures, men that are wealthy. Great, but not every woman can get with the few wealthy men because again, six figures alone is about 20% of the population, 20% or less. So let's imagine, who knows if it goes higher than that, right? Like 500,000 is like even less, much less. So usually it's just average men with average women, right? What you make, you support each other. Because I have a friend who he was making average money, right? Probably like 50, 60, and his girl was making like practically nothing. He supported her through college, through school, so she could get a degree. That's the thing, right? You support each other. That's the building, right? You building a life together, where you're supporting each other, trying to make life better, right? You know, he makes 50, she is supporting her, trying to get through like where she can make more money, where now she make 50, 60, maybe 70. Boom, you help out each other. Now you combine finances because you have supported each other through the hard times, and you make it out, possibly, hopefully, to the good times. That's the average, average people way of life. But a lot of women are just like, they're past that. They don't want to build with men. They want men that are already built. They don't understand about, living the average life. But I don't know. What do you guys think? But here, let's kind of get a view of what she looks like.
What is dating
So this is her. So
like as a now 27-year-old who got engaged at 21 and also got a promise ring proposed to me at the temple 4 years ago. Yeah, like I run a business and I've been up for 3 days. Like you can see my eyes. I don't know, but like the dating life, honestly, shoot me now, because like what the heck is this? Like what the heck is this? Like seriously, I might as well go back because it is not getting any better. What?
yeah, I mean, I've said this before. Women are the root of their own problems. Seem like a decent man, and you just mess it up. So I don't know. What do you guys think?